back to Greta's Yoga YouTube channel. I'm Greta, and today we are going to do a wake up practice. So this will get the juices flowing, the blood moving, and picking up the breath and get energized for the day. It is a bit windy here this morning, so bear with me with the wind, and I'll try to project my voice. I decided to change location just to see how you guys like my back of the house, and a little fun fact is my roommates and I this weekend decided to do some fun activities while staying at home. So we tie-dyed. So I'm rocking the shirt I tie-dyed this weekend, and so we bought all of the materials before the stay-at-home order wasn't put in place, but it's easy to just find a shirt that you don't really wear that much anymore that has a light color on it, and then just find some dyes and dye it yourself. So super fun activity you can do, and look how great it looks. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We can find ourselves in a comfortable seat. Whatever that means for you, go ahead and get there, and we'll just start our grounding meditation practice. Go ahead, close your eyes. Sit your back up nice and tall so your vertebrae are stacked one on top of the other. Draw the shoulders down and back. Your hands can rest gently on your knees, palms facing down or up, whatever feels comfortable to you today in this moment. And just check in with the breath. Check in with your body. Today's intention I'd like to invite you to think about. I suggest I am energized. Usually an intention is something that we say as an affirmation, so starting with I am. Doesn't necessarily have to be this. It's how I like to start my practices. If you have your own intention and your own mantra you want to chant this morning, feel free to do so. And if not, we can stick with I am energized. And just noticing how we can take that intention throughout our practice and carry that on throughout the rest of our day. And again, I'd like to invite you to think of 3 things that you're grateful for this morning. I'm grateful for the wind and the sun and for tie-dyeing. Take one more deep breath here, and then gently open your eyes, put a smile on your face. And we'll start just in this nice seated position by placing our left hand on the earth by our sides, maybe walking it out a little bit. And if you're feeling comfortable, maybe coming down onto that elbow. If the right sits bones comes up off the ground, go ahead and come back until it sits firmly on the ground. We really want to ground down through that right sits bone. And then we'll inhale the right arm up overhead, and then exhaling, coming over towards the left here, making sure the neck isn't collapsing, but you're creating a nice stretch in the full body spine. Your chest can be open, looking up towards the sky. Really breathing into the side body here, pushing down through that hip. And then inhaling, bringing both arms up overhead. And exhaling, placing that right palm down on the earth. Noticing what feels good for you. And then pushing that left hand past our side body, turning the torso towards the sky, Our palm can be facing down towards the earth here, making sure again our sits bone's not coming up. If it is, just pushing ourselves up with the supporting arm here. Slow, gentle movements this morning as we invite energy and movement into our body. Noticing if we have any stiffness in our body. And we'll inhale back to center and release the hands. From here, we're going to bring the left hand to the right thigh and then swim our right hand back behind us and use our body to twist gently towards the right side. We're not collapsing in that back arm, but nice supporting us to create that straight spine here as we twist. Sinking deeper with each breath. And then exhaling, releasing to center. Maybe rolling the shoulders once and we'll go immediately towards the next side. So grabbing that left kneecap and swimming the left hand behind you, pushing up and twisting towards the left side. Maybe drawing your head over past your left shoulder. With each inhale, try to sit up straighter, and then with each exhale, try to twist deeper into the stretch. And exhaling, releasing back towards center. We're going to inhale, arms up again overhead, and then placing them right in front of us, and then slowly walking ourselves forward like we're trying to reach for something, and drawing the head as close as we can get towards the earth, bowing down in surrender. Really getting a nice stretch in the shoulders and the arms here. Slow, gentle movement. And then we'll inhale to push ourselves back up. And we'll do a few shoulder rolls here. One way. And then the other way. Maybe you slept a little funny last night and you're feeling a little tense in the shoulders. Once we feel pretty good, we're going to bring our hands out in front of us and we're going to come towards a tabletop position. So again, bringing our hands right underneath our shoulders and our knees in line with our hip bones. Go ahead, notice how this feels for you. Notice the connection towards the earth. Really spread the fingers wide, push into the palms here. And we'll connect our movement with our breath now. So as we inhale, we'll drop the belly down, coming into our cow pose. And then exhale, rounding through the spine into cat pose. Really stretching the back here. Inhaling, coming down. And exhaling. Feel free to add your own movement here. Really connecting towards your breath. We'll do a few more rounds on your own breath. We'll do one more. Cat and cow. And after your cat, we'll meet in tabletop position. We're going to inhale, bringing the right arm up towards the sky. And then exhaling, threading the needle, bringing that right hand between our left arm and left leg. Drawing the shoulder towards the earth, placing the head on the mat. Hips are high here. We can keep that left hand in a 90-degree angle, the elbow at a 90-degree angle, or we can walk those fingertips forward, Stretching out the left shoulder one direction and the right shoulder the other. Another option would be to bring that hand around to create a twist, trying to grab your right thigh with your left hand. So different options. Do what you're comfortable with this morning. And then using that hand, the left hand, to push yourself up. Bringing the right arm up again. Exhaling, releasing. Refinding your table position, and we'll switch to the other side. Inhaling the left hand up high, high, high. And exhaling, threading the needle, drawing the shoulder towards the earth. Feeling the nice twist of the body here. Pushing into the tops of the feet. And then using that right hand to push yourself up all the way. Twisting the body again and exhaling, releasing. From here, we're going to tuck the toes and push ourselves up to a downward facing dog. Go ahead, give yourself a nice walk. Stretching out through the backs of the legs. And then we'll come to stillness. Trying to push away from our yoga mat, not collapsing in our shoulders here. It's more important that we have a flat back than that our heels can touch the earth. So go ahead, bring your heels up, coming onto your toes, and then try to sink deeper with your arms, with your back, and then slowly draw your heels towards the earth, not necessarily touching the heels to the earth. Noticing how this sensation feels, this movement. And then we'll plant the left foot down as we inhale the right leg up high towards the sky. Rotating the ankle here. And then squaring the hips down. Pointing the toes towards the earth. And then inhaling once. And exhaling, drawing the knee towards the nose as we come to step through. Dropping that back knee, maybe untucking those toes, low lunge. Rolling through the shoulders, creating that flat back again. Not hunching down, but allowing our hearts to come forward. Sending energy to wake up our thighs here. And then we'll inhale, bringing the torso up, palms facing down, fingertips spread. Making sure this knee isn't going past the toes, staying in line with the ankle here, and trying to draw this right hip crease back as we push the left hip crease forward. Nice and strong here. And then exhaling, releasing the hands towards the earth, picking that back knee up, stepping back to plank here. Bringing the heels back, nice and strong here, not collapsing, but holding our body up. If this is too much, we can bring our knees down and feet up throughout the whole practice. So wherever you are, we're going to lower onto the belly, so shifting forward, coming all the way down. Untucking the toes, we'll inhale baby cobra. And exhaling, releasing. Tucking the toes now, we can either push up to our tabletop position like we did at the beginning of practice, or go immediately into plank. We'll take a breath in plank, and then exhaling, downward facing dog. So what we just did are lowering and then coming up to cobra. That's called a vinyasa. So throughout the practice, we'll do a couple vinyasas. You can practice how you want to do them. And if you're more advanced, you can go ahead and do whatever vinyasa you practice. Go ahead and ground down through the right foot, and we'll inhale the left leg up high, rotating the ankle here, and then lowering so our hips become level and our toes are drawing down towards the earth. And then exhaling, bringing the nose towards the knee. Nice and strong here, top of a push-up, and then stepping through. We'll lower that back knee, and then making sure that we bring the chest forward, using our hands for support if we need it. Really drawing down through our foot, and then we'll inhale the torso up. Again, trying to draw this hip crease back and the right one forward. Really engaging the thighs here as if we're trying to squeeze our thighs together. Fingertips spread wide, thumbs forward, pinkies back. Chest opened. Engaging the core. Noticing how your breath is. Maybe checking in with our intention. I am energized. And then exhaling, releasing, placing the hands on the earth and stepping back to plank or knee plank. From here, we'll go through a vinyasa. So we'll lower all the way down toward chaturanga. And then we can come to baby cobra, our upward facing dog. And then exhaling, pushing back to our downward facing dog. Checking in with the breath, the body. We'll inhale the right leg up high. Exhaling, bringing our knee to our right elbow this time. Taking a breath here, pushing up, engaging the core, and then stepping forward. This time we'll keep the back leg, the back knee lifted. If this is too much for you, you can go ahead and lower it. If not, we'll keep it lifted. Again, keeping the chest forward. And if we feel ready, we can try to round the shoulders down, engage the core as we send our body up. Nice and strong, drawing that back heel towards the back edge of the mat. Not sinking too deep into the stretch, but really engaging the thighs together, drawing this right hip back, left hip forward. Nice and strong here. And then exhaling, drawing our hands down towards the earth. We're going to plant our left palm, and then like a bow and arrow, bring that right hand up all the way. Again, the back knee can be dropped. Nice and strong, and then exhaling, releasing, and stepping back to plank. And we'll go through a vinyasa, so your version. Coming to the belly, to cobra, or chaturanga, to upward facing dog. And exhaling back to downward facing dog. If downward facing dog is too much, feel free to always take a child's pose here. Planting that right foot now, we'll inhale the left leg up high. And exhaling, bringing our knee towards our left elbow. Nice and strong here, nice and strong. And then stepping it through. Noticing how that back foot feels. You can keep it lifted or drop it. And we'll inhale nice and strong from the core, from the center. Noticing how this feels for us. Really drawing into the back foot, strong in the front foot, strong in the hips and thighs here. Connecting the full body movements towards our breath. Really breathing here. And then dropping the hands down, nice and slow and controlled. We'll plant the right palm in like a bow and arrow, Reach up towards the sky here. Nice open twist. And then exhaling, framing that foot, stepping back to plank. And yep, you guessed it, we'll go through another vinyasa, or you can meet us straight in downward facing dog. So your choice, getting the heat, getting the energy. Making sure you're breathing, connecting with the breath here. And once we're all in downward dog, we'll go ahead. Slow baby steps towards the top of our mat till we're in a forward fold. We'll hang out here for a few breaths. Really stretching the backs of the legs here. Knees can be bent as generously as they need to be. And then we'll inhale, coming to halfway lift, creating a flat back. Hands can be on the shins, on the thighs, or even on the earth. Your preference, do what feels comfortable for you. Just want to create that flat back. And then again, exhaling, forward fold, releasing. And then bending the knees, we'll inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Bringing the hands to touch, and exhaling, releasing hands to heart center. Engaging the core here, standing strong in mountain pose, tucking the tailbone down, engaging the thighs here. Shoulder blades draw down and back, heart forward. Go ahead and inhale, the arms up overhead, nice and tall, and exhaling, releasing, forward fold, dive down. Inhaling, coming to our halfway lift again, and exhaling, forward fold, releasing. Again, bending the knees, and we'll inhale, the arms up overhead, nice and tall here, and exhaling, releasing the hands down to heart center. This time we'll inhale, the arms up overhead, and then we'll cactus the arms, bending at the elbows. Nice and strong here. Opening the chest, head up, chin up. And then inhaling, the arms up overhead, and exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift here, your version, and exhaling, forward fold. From here, we're going to bring our feet together, really together here. We're going to sit back into our heels, bend the knees, and inhale, our arms coming up towards seated pose. Tucking the tailbone here, engaging the thighs, engaging the core. Our hands can be straight in front of us, or they can be on our thighs here, on our hips. Really feeling grounded through our feet here. Nice and strong. Sinking a little bit deeper, you got this. Feeling the shake, feeling the intensity. Warming up the body, you got this. And inhaling all the way up. And then exhaling, forward fold. All the way down. We'll drop the hands, step one foot back, and then the other. Plank pose. From here, we'll shift forward and go through a vinyasa, your version. And we'll meet in downward facing dog again. From here, we're going to drop the knees down, bring our toes to touch, knees as wide as the yoga mat, and send the hips back, arms forward, head kisses the earth as we come into child's pose. Again, checking in with the breath, noticing your intention, how you feel energized, how you're doing right now. And then we'll use our hands to push ourselves up, bringing the knees together. If this position isn't available to you, you can either bring a pillow or blanket underneath your thighs, or you can come into a nice comfortable seat position. Whatever you prefer. Listen to your body. Notice how you're feeling. And once we get to our comfortable seat, go ahead and bring your hands to your heart center, palms touching, Anjali Mudra. This is an active stretch or pose, so really try to push your palms into each other here to engage the arm muscles. And slowly bow down your head to give gratitude for yourselves for showing up, for being here, for allowing this time for yourself, for your practice. Give gratitude to everyone around you and everyone not in your immediate circle. And send energy and light out to those that you love and those who you don't. May all be happy and may all be healthy. May the light in me shine and honor the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you.